We definitely didn't have a lot of people paying attention to us. We were kind of just on this rock in the middle of the lake, like we were living on this island and we were sort of stuck out here.
When I crossed the bridge, I could feel time slowing down. I could feel a shift in the energy of the place and the way I felt. And I think whether people notice or not, that's the thing that binds it all together.
The longtime residents have kept this place beautiful, and they have kept community alive for such a long time. And so there's wisdom there, and that is a huge asset.
So Prince Edward County is roughly the physical size of the city of Toronto. So it's a large geography, but a small rural population, concentrated in a few small towns, a bunch of villages, and a lot of rural development.
And as more people sort of moved here and had success and were developing the tourism industry, more people piled on, and all of a sudden, more growth, more growth, more growth.
We have a very rich community with deep poverty at the same time. So there's a lot of divisions within our community, who got here last, who's been here forever, who is feeling a benefit from this economy and this growth, and who isn't.
Thrive is a community-led process of discovery and planning for the future of Prince Edward County that evolved through participation in Shorefast Community Economies Pilot. Shorefast Pilot aimed to answer the question, how do we strengthen community economies?
The county's popularity grew tremendously, as you know. We were being inundated with developers, all sorts of proposals all the time. The aspects of this pilot and looking at community economics would be a radical change from the way economic development had ever been done here before. And it was really felt that this was time that we really had to take control of this ourselves.
We talk about human resources and natural resources, and then we talk about assets. And actually, I think we have it exactly backwards. Humans and culture and nature, those are our assets. Money and financial capital, those are resources that we need to figure out how to deploy in the proper development of the assets.
What do we have? We have an amazing and rare intersection of culture and nature in a way that helps each other. This is not a wild place that has been untouched in someone's imagination. This is a place that has hundreds of years of history of many different people, intersecting with an area that still has rural charm and an abundance of the natural world. That's rare, it's unique, and it's disappearing. That's what we have.
Thrive have begun community-engaged conversations, providing opportunities and space for diverse stakeholders to uncover mutual issues and objectives with the community.
I think that when people think about communities, because it's another one of these words, it's a bit like economy, everybody's got a different understanding of what it means. Nobody, anywhere, ever built a future based on what they don't know and don't have. But everybody has something, and every place has something. And I've never believed that expression. I believe it when I see it. That's wrong. You will see it when you believe it.
My hope personally for the county in 10 years is that it continues as a vibrant community. It has a level of engagement of the community in terms of its future. And this sounds like, sort of a big wish, but where no one is left behind in a way that people currently feel that they are.
People watch the fields that they grew up with being empty fields get filled in by houses. But on the other side of that, this is an incredible opportunity for us to, sort of recognize some of the issues that we have with infrastructure, with the community, and take that and use it to create some urban plans that will lead to a better community for tomorrow. Our ability to plan for a much better facility in town would allow us to then reap the benefits of that 10 years down the road.
One of the questions is, how do we strengthen community economies? And like I said, well, how do we strengthen community? It has to start there. We have to have harmony before we can even think to thrive economically, because everybody's insight is important. When you're talking about a community, every member of the community is important.
I think people should return to those common places where everyone is welcome with no exception.
There is actually incredible amount of value in making an effort to include everybody. And that may mean thinking way outside the box. And sometimes that just means shutting up and listening and feeling.
And the more voices you bring to the table, the more divergent it may seem on the surface. but there are always going to be things that folks can agree on. And maybe focusing on those areas of agreement instead of focusing on those areas of divergence could help us at least look after that sense of community. At the core, we want to be healthy and well, we want security, and we want to feel connected to our social environment. So what does that look like? You know, when you love where you live, you really want to see it succeed. You want it to be what it can be. And that doesn't mean a faster version or a newer version. It just means we have all these folks who are really willing to spend their time and energy on making town great.
To learn more about Thrive PEC and join the conversation, visit thrivepec.ca or email us at contactus@thrivepec.ca. To learn more about Shorefast's community economies work, visit shorefast.org.